Hello and welcome to episode 71 of series 4 of Master League Story Mode. Now it has been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, this is probably the longest break I've had on this channel. Just over almost exactly a week's worth of episodes. Actually, it is the longest break I've had in a very long time. I think probably since my daughter was born. Just over a year ago. And as you know, you've probably seen the video already, I got to go and visit Konami HQ in Windsor, have a quick go on PES 19, and I'd done a little video about how I'm quite excited about Master League in PES 19. Obviously, time will tell how right I am about some of the things I put in that video. Obviously, I'm an optimist. A lot of people don't like that, but I am. We'll see how that pans out. But anyway, go and have a look at that if you haven't. If you have, then stay here, and we're going to get straight back in to the transfer window, and we've got an absolutely huge game in this episode. Only 3 days away, so that's pretty much just going to happen. It's PSV in the first leg of our Champions League playoff. And considering our target from the board this season is to make it out of the Champions League group stage, if we don't make this, then I feel like Corinne could be sacked fairly quickly. I don't know what happens if you absolutely have no chance of even making your target after 3 games, which it could be, but it can't be good. It really can't be good. We've also got a lot of signings to make, and we've had some progress there. I'm just going to remind ourselves of the team before we go any further. Signings we've made so far. Yuri Tielemans did looked okay in patches against England. It's good to see him get a run out. So that's a new signing there. Very excited to play with him. A little bit slow. I think we realised that the Cazorla-Tielemans partnership might be too slow. Though Tielemans is pretty good defensively though, despite his speed. But he is a little bit short, as is Santi Cazorla, which is... this isn't going to be good. So what I have considered is, could we maybe play Fabinho in the Cazorla role? And then I guess, I mean, just for the sake of looking at this, we put Koscielny back out on the... ooh, that takes us down to 62, 63. And Koscielny can play as a right back. I had a horrible feeling this might happen. I think Santi Cazorla basically has to start. But now we're down to 69 team spirit. How has that happened? Just from moving Cazorla there. Seems to have dropped us down 11 team spirit. How is that even possible? What has happened there? I don't know. That's weird. That's really weird. Wasn't it on 81 a second ago? I'm not quite sure what to say about that. That's very weird. Very weird indeed. But anyway, we'll ignore that for now. That isn't great. We were at 81 team spirit, which did seem quite high considering the amount of new players we'd brought in. Let's take a look and remind ourselves. Had we had bids in for Ramsey? Oh yeah, we've accepted that already. Okay, that's just about to go through. So Ramsey's on his way out, 37 million. We've got that money, 63 million there. Let's go and remind ourselves of the players we're looking at. Well, we're trying to decide whether or not to sign Sterling or Dembele. Essentially the same price, 4 million difference. Obviously, Dembele wants almost double the salary. This vote went out to the patrons, and it was Dembele who came out on top. Yep, a lot of people have said they've played with Sterling. He wasn't that good this year. I can see why, really. He's got some good stats, but it's a little bit weighted towards his speed, and I think that's probably making him look better than he is. So we're going to say no to Raheem. Premier League experience might have been good, but we're bringing in now Dembele. This is the marquee signing, I would say, for Corinne Diacre, and it's a very Corinne Diacre-like signing. Young French talent, raw pace. I think we can craft this guy into... well, he's already 85 rated, so I wouldn't say we're going to craft him into a world beater, because he pretty much already is, but we're definitely going to be able to do bits with him. So, yeah. Let's get that one fired off. Boom! Wow! Only 19 million left now in the salary budget, which is fine. It was already a massive salary budget. And then Marquinhos, I think he was the one out of everyone in the comments that you all pretty much agreed should be the one to bring in. We can't quite sign him yet. 37 million. We need to drum up another 6 million somewhere. We are very dependent on the moment about bids coming in for some of our players. That might not happen until the end of the window. That can often be something that takes its sweet time. Tolisso, a lot of you excited about. He's a great player, very expensive. We're looking at some seriously premium players at the moment. We do need to go to Clermont and bring back some of the heroes from the Clermont Foot Corinne Diacre days. Can't do that for a minute. Let's see if anyone's interested, and we really need to get rid of Gerpagui. We do still need a reserve centre forward, and I'm tempted to put in a loan bid for Alvaro Morata. I think he would be possibly first choice. Might not be able to sign him, won't be able to afford to sign him flat out with all the other players we're looking at, but he'd be great to come in. So with those bits done, we just need to keep moving now. We need to free up some more transfer spots. We will definitely have some. Tolisso and Insigne, I'm just going to keep them around for a minute. We may have time to sign them at the end. I might actually go back on having Sanchez in this side because I'm not 100% sure I want him, just purely as an Arsenal fan. But there we go. Ramsey leaves and Dembele comes in. Interesting, interesting. How are we going to line up now? That's the question. And is our team spirit still as low as it was? Yeah, it's still at 69. I don't understand why that's happened. That is disappointing to say the least. I honestly don't know why that's happened. That is really weird. Really, really weird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap. I'm going to put Dembele out on the left. I think we're going to just slightly tweak this formation. We'll stick with the 2 centre forwards. Look at that, we're up to 66 now. How has that happened? It's just the weirdest thing ever. 67 team spirit. This is not good. This is not going to end well. This really is not going to end well. Ah, it was the captaincy. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, that was worrying. Oh, look, if you give Fabinho the captaincy. Oh. Okay. Oh, we could be okay. We might be able to drop Cazorla. It's all the captaincy. That's what it was. God, that really shit me up. I thought we'd made a massive, massive error. Let's see some of the holes that we've got at the moment. We need right and left backs. We need them badly. Definitely need to buy one of them very, very soon. And we need another centre forward. Hulk can fill in there, I guess. Want to get Koyalapu in. Alex Teixeira is a decent fill-in. And Boga out on that left wing. He'll do there. We need a right back though. We want to move Fabinho, I think, into Cazorla's role. Or we want to bring Tolisso in. So before we get into this absolutely massive game, we're going back to Clermont. Corinne is on the phone to the Fat Shake. Saying, you know, we left on good terms. And you know there are a few players I'm interested in. One of them being the golden boy, golden boots, the ace. One of the young guns. Goodwin Koyalapu. I think he'd be the perfect, still only 20 years old, the perfect reserve striker. Never failed us. And someone who has failed us a little bit sometimes. Big Zags absolutely can be our backup centre-back. I think he can learn a lot from Lauren Koscielny. And then also we do want to look at Olivier Ntcham. Absolutely. I think he would certainly be one we can bring in. I mean, Tisserander's a role player as well. I'm a big fan of. Toure as well. We do need a defensive midfielder. But Ntcham, when we have the ability to go in for another player, we'll certainly look at him. So not much more we can do now than get into this massive, massive first game. Oh. And not only have I been away from making videos last week, but I also have been away from playing PES. So this could be interesting. Not quite sure I'm going to get on here. And we do have this same Cazorla Tielemans problem, which basically adds up to an incredibly slow midfield. But it is what it is at the moment. It'll either be Fabinho coming in there next to Tielemans, with Ntcham as an option, or maybe Tolisso Tielemans. It's a very exciting young partnership, especially with Malcolm ahead of them. Some of you not 100% on Malcolm at attacking midfield. I think I'm happy enough to give him a chance this season, definitely. And on the bench, not many options if we need something. Hulk off the bench, Teixeira, Boga. Those are our only real options. So we do need to pad this side out as well. As we've said, we need backup from the bench. We've got a lot of work to do still in this transfer window. And this first game is not going to be an easy one. We're away at Eindhoven. They've got Irving Lozano on the bench, the Mexican who was lighting up the World Cup until recently. Mario Lemina, ex-Southampton in the midfield, strong-looking midfield trio. I think we're going to struggle against them with our very small, not very mobile middle three. This could be difficult. And obviously we've got Dembele. Can he make an impact on his first start for the club? Slightly tweaked to the Corinne Diacre formation. Don't think there'll be too much of a problem with that, but you know, might take some getting used to. Dembele, not the best crosser, but he's very, very quick. Decent finisher. Can smash a ball. He's quick, strong on the ball. And yeah, he's a speeding bullet. We want to see him exploiting space out on that left wing. Hopefully he can slot in very quickly. We need him to. Let's get into it. So as an Arsenal fan, obviously I always used to hate these Champions League playoffs. I thought, oh God, not again. The stress, the pressure. Now, obviously, I'd love it to happen. I'd love that to be the biggest problem that we've got. Obviously, we don't really get to play him anymore. But it is a massive game for Corinne to come into. So much of this season rides on the next 180 minutes, home and away. If we can get a good start here, get an away goal, then that'll put us in a good position. There's a lot of players in this side who haven't played together. Corinne Diacre's not had much time on the training pitch as well to gel this side together. We've got some quality in there, of course we have. But can we make it work this quickly in such an important game? Everything on the line here. Let's get into it. Come on! Martinez now. The striker we know very little about. But he's athletically an absolute beast. Into Sanchez now. He'll take his time. Looks to slip in. Malcolm. Yes! And the Brazilian gets us off the mark here in this crunch tie. And it's a great run from the midfield. Alexis Sanchez held it up well. And he was just able to waltz through the defence. And it's an easy finish on his weaker foot. And that is the perfect start here for Corinne Diacre's Arsenal. Let's take another look at that. It's good work by Martinez initially. As we said, big strong guy. He can hold it up. Sanchez, lovely dancing feet. Perfect ball into Malcolm. PSV defenders facing the other way. The number 2 has let himself down there. Really badly. And we haven't spoken much about Sanchez. Obviously, I've got a bit of an issue with having him in the side, being as he's an absolute snake. But still our highest rated player. Still a player that we need to see results from. We need to see goals from him. He's going to be, in theory, a very big part of this side. However much it pains me to see him at Arsenal in this reality. But still, we cannot forget that he needs to be getting a lot of the ball. And he needs to be performing. Well tracked by Sanchez, and he's got to it. He's away from Paul, puts the ball in, looking for Martinez. The glanced header is wide. Oh, decent opportunity there. Sanchez, as we said, we want to see a lot from him. And this is classic play from the Chilean. Nicking it back. An absolute pain, a terrier. And, well, Martinez had a lot to do there. Couldn't get it on target. Big Rog. Dembele into Malcolm. Back to his man Dembele into the box. He'll get a shot off. It's a decent effort. Well palmed away by the keeper. Be great to get Dembele a goal on his debut. Better passing here from PSV. Gets the shot off and it's wide. Well wide. Malcolm looks to put a sneaky one into Sanchez. Can he dig a cross out? He can. Martinez is there. And it's 2 here. And it's a lovely header from Roger Martinez. I think he scored a header in the first game. One of the concerns I've got about Martinez, it's definitely not his speed and his pace and his power. His heading and finishing stats are a little low. I think his heading might be in the 70s. I think his finishing is only in the low 80s. But getting positions like that, and your granny will be heading them in. So, not a problem. Really well worked free kick. Good interplay there between Malcolm and Sanchez. We're going to need to develop that relationship. And, yeah, it was a great run from Sanchez. And then just tips it up. And Martinez grabs the key second goal here. 2 away goals. Surely, we're putting ourselves in a great position to go through to the group stage proper. Lovely work. Not cleared here. De Jong will turn. Can't get it away. Van Ginkel, Lamina. Danger. Danger. High voltage. Ritzmaier. Oh my god. Tackle him. Tackle him. Oh my god. Get it away. Jesus Christ. Sanchez. Through the middle. Still full of running. Even at this age. Oh, lovely. And then can slip in Yuri Tielemans. He's had nothing to do in this game so far, but the low finish is the perfect introduction. And that is the 3rd goal here for Arsenal. And that surely is the decisive one. What a counter-attack that was. And Tielemans, well, we said he's not very quick, but he certainly managed to keep up with Alexis Sanchez on that one. He has been a passenger in this game so far, which is sad to say for the central midfield partner of Santi Cazorla. But, you know, there's more to come from him, I'm sure. But, you know, we didn't expect goal scoring. And he's finished that one very well. I think his finishing stats are actually okay. And the Belgian with the 3rd here. And this is lovely work from Sanchez. Look at this footwork. And spots the run of the midfielder. And then this is a very cool finish from a central midfielder. And PSV now surely know their chances of going through to the group stages are very, very small now. And that is great work from Sanchez. Lovely stuff. That's his 2nd assist. And a great, great finish. And there we are, half-time here in Holland, and it's 3-0 to Arsenal. Lovely, lovely work. Corinne Diacre will be very, very pleased with this. It's her first Champions League team talk now. Exciting stuff. A real landmark. The first female manager to ever manage in the Champions League. It looks like she's going to get off to a winning start. 4 shots on target, 3 goals. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They were good chances, all 3 of them. See if we can bang a couple more past them in this second half, or at the very least keep a clean sheet and make this one sure. Dembele receives it from Hernandez. Hernandez has made the run around the outside. We slip it in here to Sanchez. Back to Martinez. There we go. Easy. 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 Big Rog. Big Rog. Dodgy Rog. And he's pleased. Very. That's a bit of a... Rog. Come on. That's a bit much. There we are. Laporte and Koscielny. That's a decent centre-back partnership. I think it might be Marquinhos Laporte if we can find the funds. And it's good work from Dembele. Strong running. Good ball into Sanchez. And that is his third assist now. Very unselfish with his new strike partner. And yeah, that's lovely. That's exactly what we wanted to start the half. Sanchez, lovely turn. He's showing every ounce of his skill today. And a left foot finish. That's what we want to see. Variation of finishing from the striker. Has he done enough to retain that first striker spot? We'll have to see. Oh, Dembele tracking back well. Finds Tielemans. Sanchez skips away. Can push it wide to Martinez. He's got a man with him. Oh, does him. Lovely turn. Dembele at the far post. Can he get his goal? No. Heads it over. Good work from Tielemans. And then he turns away from Lozano very nicely. Now Fabinho. Not seen much of him today, which is fine, being as he's a defender at the moment. Sanchez, though, will look for him again. And now Fabinho into the box. Cuts inside. Can he make it 5 here? That's not what we bought him for. That's fair. That's not what we bought him for, but it would have been nice to finish that one off. Good run. Good run from the back. He's got a great spread of stats, Fabinho, as we'll see. Can do just about everything. Maybe not finishing. Tielemans head up. Finds Dembele straight away. Still plenty of running left in the young Frenchman. Oh, and that's lovely. Inside of Ritzmaier. It's for Sanchez. Martinez, the back. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tielemans, lovely. Well read. And then dances. And then finds Martinez. And we know he's got the power. He's away from his man. Tight angle here. And he looks for the very, very tight finish. Could have maybe cut it back. Lovely work from Tielemans, though, in the build-up. And there we have it. Full time here. And it's Arsenal 4, PSV 0. We needn't have worried at all. I have to admit, I was very, very nervous going. I probably hit it well. Didn't want to bring the rest of the team down with my nerves. But I was really fearing the worst here. I thought a bad performance today, getting us already out of this two-legged tie, could see us in a world of problems. But no. Starting off very strongly. Sanchez getting the first of his 3 assists. And it's Malcolm who slotted this one away. And that defending there is poor. But yeah, it just went on from there, didn't it? Great performances from a number of different players. And although we had the same possession, we were able to create a lot more chances. And it's going to be Martinez who comes away with man of the match. Could have easily, probably should have been Sanchez. Dembele only a 5.5. I guess his end product wasn't quite there. He missed a header. He was involved in one of the goals at least. Malcolm, Tielemans looked great. He really did. I think Fabinho in that defensive mid, instead of Cazorla, still looks a little bit tired. A little bit lightweight as well. He is old. And then it's just finding a Fabinho replacement. And then I think we're on to something a bit special with this side, potentially. Already the recruitment looking very, very positive. So perfect start, 4 goals up. Should be only a formality now as we invite them to the Emirates. And Tielemans is up to 86, already improving. And he looked very, very cool, calm and collected in that game in the midfield. I think with a more dynamic, ball-winning central midfielder alongside him, he's going to be excellent for us. So we're still waiting to find out about Zagadou and Koyalapu. Insigne, I don't want to get rid of him yet, because if we do end up, for some reason, having an extra 27 million left at the end, or we've got players that we can sell, then he'd be a great player to have. If Malcolm's not playing, who do we play in that attacking midfield role? Not really sure. I guess it would probably have to be Sanchez, maybe. That's about it, really. So, yeah, definitely one that we need to consider. Obviously, in terms of right backs, we do have Dubois to bid for. I think he looks pretty damn quality to me. 80 defensive prowess. Great ball winning. Good crosser. Strong speed. Yeah, perfect. 83 rated. 26 years old. Absolute diamond. Got to bring him in. Need to bring him in soon. Need to sell some players. Need to keep this all moving. But none of that is going to happen before our second game in the Premier League. Didn't get off to the perfect start. Oh, and Koyalapu. Big Zags is a no. That's not so much of a problem. We don't really need another centre-back. If we bring in Marquinhos, I think Koscielny, Marquinhos and Laporte is probably enough for us for now. Would have been great to see Big Zags, but obviously Goodwin, the young Goodwin, 10.7 million for him. That is a snip. Only 3 million salary. And we can't have him go to Rio Avenue or Fontana City. I don't think there's any question here, is there? It's just an absolute no-brainer. Might see if we can give Clermont a bit of a help up with a decent swap deal. How much is Gerpagui actually worth? He's worth 27 million. Okay, we can't quite give up him in return, although we want to be quite kind, I guess. How about we give them Shob, 27-year-old attacking midfielder. He's worth 13 mil. We're definitely not going to play him, are we? And I reckon he could do the business at Claremont. All right, there we go. Yeah, how do you fancy that? Yeah, 0. That's perfect. We'll pay Kayalapu whatever he wants. Definitely going to give him a goal bonus because we like him so much. We'll give him a cool 14,000 euros if he gets any goals for us. I think that's more than fair for him. And that's pretty much all we can do for now. I mean, we could sell to Scherer. But as I said, I think he's good backup. But then if we're bringing players in, do we need that much backup? He can slot in at attacking midfield. I guess he's the answer to the who do we play at attacking midfield if we don't sign Insigne. I don't think it would be awful. I'll reserve judgment on that for now. And now, let's get our first 3 points in the Premier League. Let's keep this good form going. 86 team spirit, couple of blue arrows in there, lovely work. Laporte on a downward. That's not so good. Can we play? Ashley Williams. Yeah, we need another centre-back. We need it badly. It's going to have to be Ashley Williams. That's not what you would want. That's not a very good duo at the back, especially not to be playing against Benteke, Townsend and Zaha. I love Crystal Palace. In real life, because they've got great players like Loftus-Cheek, and in this game, they're quite often the team that I play online with in the very rare occasions I do play online. So, yeah, I know to be wary of them. They're very, very good. Other than that, I think we keep everything the same here. Tielemans looked great in the last game. Can he pull off some more passes? Sanchez and Martinez. Big Rog. Both on blues today. Let's have them get some goals, get off the mark, and get our first 3 points in the Premier League. Now, I could be wrong, but I think we're yet to play at the Emirates here. I don't think we did in the first game, did we? So, Corinne's still looking for her debut in front of the home fans, but Selhurst Park, they always play this cool music here. That's not how it goes. How does it go? I can't remember. Tielemans just weighing up his options. Finds Martinez, little chip ball into Alexis Sanchez. Lovely first touch and a lovely, lovely finish. And he continues his great form. That's his first goal under Corinne Diacre. She's given him the vote of confidence. In this timeline, let's just say Sanchez was considering leaving. Didn't quite leave under Wenger. The problems were still there. But then with Corinne Diacre coming in, he knew fresh blood. That might be what changes things for him. What makes him want to stay at the club. And he obviously made an awful decision going to Manchester United in real life, didn't he? I mean, who'd want to play in that system with that style under what has got to be one of the least likeable managers in the world? There we are. Some downvotes coming from Manchester United fans. But yeah, great for him to be still at Arsenal in this reality. I'm happy to have him, I think. That's a great finish. He's on a blue today. Let's see if we can grab a couple more. Oh, big mistake there from Milivojevic. And now Martinez, big Rog. Back inside. He's going to wind this one up. Hits it with some venom. And it goes straight through the keeper. And 9 minutes in, we double our advantage. And the Selhurst Park crowd are hushed. Big Rog with the big right foot. I mean, he won it back himself. Milivojevic did very poorly. And this inside, he just hit it so hard. Keeper just couldn't get himself set. And there we go. Great start. Let's see it from this angle. Keeper had the merest of split seconds to deal with this one as he just gave it the old thunder cunt. A big old wallop. And Hennessy, yeah, not good enough. Not strong enough. Benteke moves away from Koscielny very easily. Tielemans, though, back with the block. MacArthur now. That's a really dangerous ball to Benteke. And his header is just glanced wide. Danger signs there from Crystal Palace. We can't take our eye off this one. The home side will be wanting to get back into this straight away. Good ball out to Zaha. Fabinho tracking him. Oh, Zaha does him there. And again. This man's got a family. How could you? Great effort there from MacArthur. And wide, Crystal Palace again. Showing signs of getting back into this one. Oh, Fabinho. Oh, Fabinho, please. He's already dead. Oh, Koscielny, you needed to get that right. Can he pick himself up, though, and get back to Zaha as he makes his way into the box? Koscielny, Benteke gets the block in, and the goal is there. It was coming. It was coming. Palace have been all over us, and Koscielny certainly made a few mistakes in that one. He slid in completely unnecessary on Zaha. Then unable to get to that one. Williams managed to get a rebound, but it fell back to Benteke, and they deserved a goal to get back into this one. Oh, mistakes here again. Benteke into Zaha. He'll turn, gets the shot off. Save had to be made. Can we make it into the half? With the goal advantage still ours. We're looking a little shaky here. We did give up a 2-goal advantage in the first game in the Premier League. Let's not do it again. Fabinho, good header away. And that should be half time here. Referee's giving them a few extra seconds. Mijelovic. Back to another player with a long name. Townsend with the glancing header. Alves into his gloves. He'll take his time here. Well, we started very, very strongly, and then we've slipped up a little bit there. The soft underbelly in defence. Koscielny Williams is never going to be the centre-back duo we go with. And yeah, we were made to pay for Koscielny's mistakes. His age showing there. Done by Zaha twice in a row in embarrassing fashion. We really need to keep our head above water in this one. We need to score another goal. The home side, as we know, a very dangerous attacking three. If they get the ball in and around the box, they can do damage, especially against this centre-back duo. Let's make this safe. Come on. Oh, Hernandez. It's caught out by Townsend. And that's a dangerous ball into Benteke. His header straight at Alves. Hernandez, you'd expect better. Palace with some patient passing here. Finding spaces. Zaha will look to take on Fabinho. Steps inside. Has to beat him again. Fabinho doesn't want to be taken advantage of again, and that's a great run across the defender from Benteke. Jesus. Tielemans, strong tackle. It's no foul here. Sanchez is played through now. Into the box. He's got Danny Rose with him. Steps inside of him. Sanchez hits across it. Could fall to Malcolm. Great opportunity there. Wasted. Oh, that's a mistake. Now Malcolm can play it into Sanchez. Gets there ahead of Ogbonna. Surely? Yes! Well, Palace will be gutted about that. They've been excellent. It wasn't Sanchez. It's Martinez. I get confused by the Zs on the back of the shirts. Martinez. He's in great goal-scoring form already. On a blue arrow today. But that is an absolute gift. Malcolm happy to accept it. And then Ogbonna slid in just a touch too early. Probably could have done a bit better there if he'd stayed on his feet. But Palace, who had definitely played their way back into this one, will be gutted by that simple mistake. Oh, danger here. Benteke into the box. Plays it back out to Andros Townsend. Hernandez reads the cut back. They still manage to find MacArthur into the box. Now Zaha into Trezeguet. Oh, great save. Hernandez, some clearance. Not a very good one. Oh my God. Right. Sketchy, but we'll get it away. 9 minutes left here. Corner for Palace. Surely too late for them to get back into this, although a goal now would make things a little bit worrying. Fabinho's there for an easy header away. And Cazorla nicks it. And now we can hit him on the break. Can Martinez make the right run? We've gone in quite early to him there. That wouldn't be ideal. Steps inside of Ogbonna though. Such strong running. Lovely footwork. Oh! And he grabs the match ball today. Big Roger Martinez. Do we have a new cult hero on the horizon here? We've been thinking about buying another striker. Maybe just because I don't know much about Martinez. I'll certainly be Googling him tomorrow. And that is very, very calm. And a great finish on his weaker foot. As I said, the blue arrow today will have certainly helped him, but you can't really argue with a hat-trick. And that is full time here at Selhurst Park. And it is Corinne Diacre's first win in the Premier League with Arsenal. And Roger Martinez was the catalyst today. 3 lovely goals for him. He takes home the match ball. Sanchez was excellent again. Dembele was okay. Dembele again had to come off in the 70th minute. I think he might have some stamina issues that we might have to train out of him, because he hasn't managed to last the full 98. He doesn't look like he's capable of it either. But again, Sanchez Martinez, great partnership. The Zs, the Zs, looking great together. And yeah, again, we were clinical. Very clinical. Crystal Palace more than deserved to get back into this. Probably deserved a draw, especially in that second half. We're all over us. But yeah, we made it count in the end. And Martinez's finishing was certainly the difference. So there we go. A big 3 points, getting us off the mark. And we're up into 5th. Much, much better. Much, much better. And that's 8 goals now in 2 games in this episode. Corinne Diacre has arrived. Bonjour, Arsenal. So time is ticking away. Well, what we can do before the next episode is we can definitely sign Goodwin Koyalapu. Dembele bringing in an extra 3 million. That's excellent. That offsets your already massive, massive wage. So that's fine. That's good. Thanks for doing that, Usman. So definitely got to pull the trigger on basically a free Koyalapu with 3 million budget. Oh, it's going to be great to see him at the club. So excited to see Goodwin in there. Ho 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 ho. So we can put the bid in for Dubois now. We really want that one to go through. And then it's still, you know, if we were to bring in Marquinhos, Dubois, Tolisso, and maybe Insigne at a stretch, if we can sell some players, I think we'd be pretty good to go. Insigne would be excellent because he can pretty much play anywhere. We can play him anywhere up front within reason, and we can play him at attacking midfield as well. Not getting any younger, but he's got a lovely spread of stats, as I've said before. So we end this episode on a massive, massive high point. Corinne Diacre is reunited with one of her favourite players. Young Goodwin is back in a Corinne Diacre side, and I couldn't be more happy. He can slot in for Sanchez. Obviously, he can play up top alone. He doesn't look to be anywhere close to anyone in terms of stats, but we know he's way better than 76 rated. So let's just quickly sum up here. Koscielny will eventually swap with Williams on the bench, with Marquinhos coming in, hopefully. Cazorla either swaps with Fabinho and then Dubois comes back there, or we keep it as it is and we bring in Tolisso. And then we have Insigne, who can play either in Malcolm's spot if he's in poor form or injured, or he can play anywhere in the front three. We maybe need another left winger, but I guess Insigne would be fine out there. And then, you know, it's just trying to strengthen the bench if we can. And Cham would be an excellent signing. Although we've got, you know, Teixeira, Boga, I guess a striker, a big centre forward would be good. And I suppose a left back or someone who can play at left back would also be a smart move. But Hernandez, he looks like he's just going to be an absolute rock of this side. I can't see him dropping out of the side very often. I think Duarte played pretty much every game, didn't he? We very rarely needed to swap him out. Left back is a set and forget position. So, well, join us in the next episode to see if we can overcome PSV and make it into the Champions League proper. We've got a 4 away goal advantage, so I'm pretty confident about that. Martinez is top of the goal rankings. Things are very, very happy in North London. Corinne Diacre's settled in very well. Still plenty of transfers to come. They'll all happen in the next episode. And we're almost certainly going to take it down right to the wire on transfer deadline day. We need to sell some players. And yeah, hopefully Gerpagui there, who Hull City are looking at, will be the first. Let's take his money and let's bring in some quality. Right, what an episode that was. I'll see you in a bit.